Hey guys, Brig here. Welcome back to the second episode of Crafting Weekly, the video where I go through all my characters and do all the professions for the week, because I usually only do it once a week because I craft a load and then send it all over to my bank character to sell. Also, I've been away the past few days, so I haven't done this in a while. Been in Edinburgh, Scotland, but I'm back. And I'm also here to announce the token winner. So congratulations to Stuart Hodsman. Hodsman? I don't know. Anyway, I'll message you, or you message me, comment on my video. I'll message you as well, and well done. We will get you your WoW token, either on US or EU. Don't know where you are. We'll find out. So congratulations, and yeah, we've been growing loads. We haven't even had a giveaway for 7k because we just zoomed past it. But we're almost at 8k, and at 8k I will also do a giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Anyway, let's get into the crafting. Should be an interesting crafting day today because I am doing tailoring and engineering for the first time. I've been putting it off for so long because I didn't have my group sorted. I hadn't leveled them up properly, etc. But I've done all that, so we will be doing that later as well. And I'll be putting the guides out for those in the next few days, I hope. Just got to get everything sorted as I just got back, like I said. Anyway, let's do some gathering. What should we do? I can't be bothered with my alts. Don't ignore intermediate crafting. Alright, start gathering. Let's go. What have we got? Alright, we'll do those. Let's do this, team. Sorry about that, my Facebook is blowing up today because it's A-level results day, I believe, for the UK. So everyone's getting excited, asking how my siblings have done, etc. I remember those days. Good old-fashioned results day. I actually used to really like results day. Does that make me a nerd? Probably. I just really used to like it. I thought it was kind of funny, seeing what everyone else got, etc. Until my last year at school, where I didn't get what I was expecting, and I was really angry and sad. So that wasn't fun. Then I got them remarked, and then I got what I was expecting, so it was okay. Anyway, let's stop talking about exams. Here we go, guys. First little lot of crafting. We've got ourselves some enchanting, some Tome of Illusions. Whoa! Why are the Pandaria tomes making almost 8k each? Elemental Lords 5k each. Cataclysm 4k each. Things are looking up. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. We don't have much. I did a lot of jewel crafting yesterday because it was reset day. Each of the Sabre's Eyes was making over 1,000 profit each. So I crafted a load of those, and also a load of Masterful Shadow Rubies. They always sell. As you can see down here, I've got a ton of bloods, so bloods are not going to be an issue, ever. For me, I play too much. Play too much of this game. Actually putting out a controversial video later about Titan Forging. I mean, it's not really like a controversial video, it's just me saying why I like it. But most people don't seem to like it, so it'll probably go down not too well. We'll see. We'll see. I always find myself arguing with people when they are complaining about it and saying, well, if it wasn't there, well, this would happen. So I thought I'd put my thoughts into words. And it might just be because of Resto Druids. Basically, Resto Druids can really change up their gear depending on the situation, to change up their talents, change up their tiers, and basically Titan Forging allows for that, so that's why I like it. Let me know what you think, guys. I should probably let me know on that video, not this video. This is a crafting video. Look at all these bad boys that they're selling on jewel crafting. 10k profit each. All the pendants. They actually do sell pretty well, especially if you get some decent stats on them. What's that? Versatility, Mastery, Crit Verse, Okay, we're not getting very good stats. This isn't ideal, guys. Haste mastery with a socket. Now that is what I'm talking about. That's the kind of thing that can actually sell for a lot. What about this? Haste verse with a socket, not bad. Crit verse with a socket. Well, actually they all have sockets. Why am I saying sockets? They all have sockets. Anyway, haste mastery is always good. Everyone loves a bit of haste mastery. I should probably like get a... people often do them. They do a spreadsheet with all the best stats for the different classes, so you can tell when to up the price of a specific item depending on its stats. So I might check that out later. In fact, I could do a video on that. It's a good idea. What a good idea that is. Oh no, not why was I saying Inscription? I mean jewel crafting. I've accidentally sent my Tome of Tranquil Minds that I use on this guy. That's upsetting. Anyway, there we go. One character down. Only 3 or 4 more to go. Is my reagent bank full? No. I'm going to deposit some things in it. Deposit some things. So there you can go in. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. There we go. Always make use of this, guys. It's very useful. Pandemonites will keep you, just in case. Oh look, we spent a load of bloods. Finally. Got rid of some. Swap you with you. There we go. Right, next character. Alright, time to do some tailoring and engineering. For the first time, really, this expansion. Which is exciting. I've still got to set a few things up, especially with tailoring. Got to get my garrison all sorted so I can get the hexweave bags on tap. But yeah, everything's alright. I haven't even bound my, where is it, macros set. No, there. No, didn't work. Always does this. Go look. Did you guys see? Okay, now it will work. There we go. But yeah, well, it should be interesting. It says I'm going to make about $1 million gold profit from about 500k spent, which is pretty crazy. But a lot of that is transmogs, and a lot of that requires bloods, which I actually don't have enough. So should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to buy that. And that's from a vendor. So let's see what we can buy and what we can make. When you do a TSM crafting gathering search, then there are some things that just, if something's ridiculously expensive, it won't be worth it to make. TSM's supposed to calculate if it's worth it or not, but sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it will, you know, there'll be something priced weirdly, so it will think that it's worth it to make, and really it's not. Look at this bolt of linen cloth. Might as well buy that because it's worth nothing. It's taking a long time. It's alright though, the first time I do it, it always takes the longest time. Because I have to craft all of those things that are like transmog and don't sell in ages. But you've got to get them on the auction house because it's going to be worth it in the long term. Well, let's make a start. A few transmog items. Rose-coloured goggles. And then the Felic. The Felic's really good. It always gives like 5k profit and it sells really, really quick. Relics sell really well because it's hard to get relics on alts. So definitely make sure you go get this. I'm pretty sure you get it from the Curious Coin vendor. And it costs like 2 Curious Coins or something. I can't really remember, but definitely go and get that. What else we got? Some toys. Some random engineering things. What else we got? Oh, the failure detection pylon. And the micro adjuster. Does that really... Oh, that does sell. Wow. Requires anvil. Should have probably thought about that if I'm doing engineering stuff. Here's an anvil, I think. Yes. Look at that geography knowledge of Dalaran. Impressive stuff, don't you think? I'm making 200 auto hammers because you can sell them in stacks of like 10 or 20 for Mythic Plus guys or raiders, and they sell really well. And I make over 100 gold profit per auto hammer, so that's really, really cool. Very pleased with that. Failure detection pylons. Those are kind of cool as well. Place electrical pylon or resurrect all party members within 5 yards after combat has ended. Can they even be used in Mythic Plus? If they can, that's awesome. Didn't even know that. You learn something new every day. Let's make some hammers. I stupidly just used all my bloods of Sargeras. I really needed some more. So now when it comes to tailoring, I'm not going to be able to make half the stuff. Well, half the new gear anyway. That is very annoying. But yeah, if we look at all the other things I was going to make, it's just missing a few things from the auction house. I can't be bothered to make them now, but when they show up I'll make them. And then there's stuff like the... where is it? The Rascal Bot, Pierre, Sky Golem. All the things you need the Jard's energy source for, so that's just a daily thing. You've got to craft once a day. So yeah, we made most of the things I was hoping to get. So quite successful first little foray into engineering. Now for a cheeky bit of tailoring. The transmog items. Again, we couldn't make all of these, but we can make a decent number. Obviously we've also got the gear, the imbued silkweave, bloody blah. But they may require blood. Some require blood, some don't, so yeah, where are the imbued silkweaves in fact? And why aren't they coming up? Because they should be coming up. And if they're not coming up, it means something is wrong. Groups, tailoring, imbued silkweave, operations 4 with a min profit of 100 gold. So why would they not come up, guys? Am I just missing them? Am I being silly? Because I cannot see them. There's the normal silkweave. There's not the imbued silkweave. There's the imbued silkweave bag. But where is the imbued silkweave other things? Let's restock. This is weird. Well, at least someone who watched the video will be able to tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I'm supposed to be the one who's good at TSM. All of these, they're all in the group. Operations. Crafting. That's all fine. Auctioning. I don't understand. Is it calculating the price of something else? Do I have a lot of these on an alt that I'm not aware of? I'm pretty sure I don't. Anyway, we'll craft all of these transmog bits and then we'll have another look. Well, I never quite realised why the imbued silkweave gear wasn't showing up. I'm sure there's an obvious reason I'm missing somehow. But that's it. Got a ton of crafted stuff. I just sent, where is it? Just sent a load of stuff over. Look at all that. And the engineering stuff, obviously. So that's all good. Does anyone buy silkweave satchels? Maybe, because they're cheaper. We'll see. And yeah, there we go. We'll move on to the next character. Okay guys, so I spoke to Gumdrops TSM, the TSM sort of community manager, supports. I don't really know what his official title is. Anyway, he was on the stream yesterday. It's the next day now, by the way. We've transitioned another day in this video. How impressive is that? Anyway, he said that TSM's been having some problems with some of the groups for some of the gear pieces, so it doesn't recognize gear that has because you know the different gears have different stats like crit mastery, haste, versatility, whatever, and it can't recognize that, and it's causing problems in the group. Anyway, apparently they're working on a fix. I might have to re-download the groups. I'm not certain. I'll let you know when I've worked it out, but we'll try the other groups. Hopefully those are working fine. I'm not sure if there'll be a problem with those as well, or just the ones I just downloaded. We will see. Anyway, it's time to get legendary. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these gotta be a legendary. Let's do the AP first. Get that going on. AP is kind of irrelevant now, isn't it? It's not really any point until 7-3 in the Nether Disruptor thing. Alright, here we go. No. 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 Come on, this isn't going well, I'll be honest. This isn't how I imagined things going, but we've still got 2 left, don't we? 1 left. That's upsetting. So I'm here on my Alchemist, and good and bad news. The bad news is I've been lazy and I haven't been playing, so I don't have any bloods. So the leatherworking is going to be pretty tough. Get it? Tough. Leatherworking. Leather's tough. Anyway, that's going to be an issue, but the good news is the groups are working. So maybe it was just those new groups I downloaded, or maybe things have been updated on TSM's side. I don't know, but look, the purple gear is showing up fine, so that's good. I do have to go and purchase some Vial of the Sands mats. For those of you who don't know, Vial of the Sands requires vendor materials, pyrium laced crystalline vial, and Sands of Time, which you get from Oldham. So I'm going to head over there and restock. I usually buy a load at once. I have a load of the fish, albino cave fish. I bought 1600 when they were 35 gold each. Now they're 200 gold each, so that's a pretty good flip if you ask me. I could sell them and I could flip them for a profit, but I prefer to just make the potions out of them. The deepstone oil, where is it? Here it is. I mean, those are going for 240 gold each, so I can make crazy profit from crafting these. Anyway, I don't need too many, I'll just craft a few. And because I'm a potion master, it's proccing ×2. So on average, I'm probably making about 300 plus gold from the flip per of these. So, kind of ridiculous. Someone posted them real cheap. The thing is, they're quite easy to farm. If you're looking for a good farm, fishing the albino cave fish is actually a pretty good farm, because they literally sell for 200 gold per fish, which is a lot better than most fish. And I think from where you fish them, you also get volatiles, so it's a pretty good spot if you're into fishing. Maybe I'll do a video on that actually. So the Vial of the Sands are actually selling for quite a lot at the moment, about 100k on my server. So you make about 40,000 gold profit per mount, which is really good. I actually love this zone. It's such a cool zone. I like different zones like this. I think it's really cool. Anyway, I think it's over here where you get the materials. But yeah, like I was going to say, when the WoW token is more expensive, like it is at them, okay, it's gone down a bit. But it has been pretty expensive recently because of the Destiny 2 pre-orders becoming available on the Battle.net launcher, and that usually means the price goes up. But when the price goes up, it means you get more gold. So people are saying, oh, for my £17 I now get 240k, so I might buy it. So actually more people then have gold to spend on high ticket items. So the price of high ticket items like Vial of the Sands also goes up. Anyway, I think it's this person, is it? Yeah, it is. So I'm not sure how many to get. Do you need 8 vials per mount? I mean 8 sands per mount. Yeah, you do. And I want about 20 mounts. So that's 160. But I already have 10. So we'll say 150. 150. There we go. And then I want about 20 of these. There we go. So I now have enough of those for a while. Don't have to trek back here at least. Now let's go buy some herbs and get crafting. I always seem to make the most from this character, mostly because of Vial of the Sands, but also because Alchemy and Leatherworking are both really good professions. So I'm just going to make my Titanic Strength flasks, and again, as I have the potion of the Potion Master, whatever it is, Flask Master, I should get more procs, though I'm not getting very many. The other option is to be the Transmute Master, so you can make the true gold, but if you look, this isn't the real profit, because this is taking the other transmute, which you can only do once a day. But basically, 10 of those, that's about 600 gold, that's about 350, that's about 350. So that's about 1,300. And then these are about 400 each, so that's about 1,200. So that's about 2,500 gold per transmute. So even if I had the mastery, it would still be about 2,000 or 1,500 gold. Anyway, it's not worth having because I can just buy these for less than 2k from the auction house, and Pari and Bar is always in small demand, so you can never make enough really. So it depends. Basically, there's a lot of transmute masters on my server, so I don't have to bother being one myself because they sell things for cheap, and I actually do a lot better being master of these because these sell for crazy profits often. They're not that great at the moment, but usually they're really, really good. So we'll craft a few of these. Oh, I've learnt a flask of mighty versatility. Wow. Interesting. Now we will make some Flask of the Winds. Oh, you have to do the I need more whiptail. That's alright because I've got hundreds in the guild bank. Again, I bought them when they're cheap. I always say this, but make sure when you're looking at stuff to buy, if you're using TSM or you're just buying anything for crafting, if you see a load of stuff cheap, then it's definitely worth making the purchase. Just go for it, because in the long run it is going to be well worth your time and well worth your money, especially for something like Vial of the Sands. They're always going to sell. I'm always going to be making more eventually. So what did I do? I just bought a load of whiptail when it was cheap for 5 gold each. It's now at 20 gold each, and there's hardly any on the auction house. But I bought 6,000 when it was 5 gold each. Probably some botter or something, but I'm not complaining. It's given me a really nice sort of platform to make cheap vial of sands, and I get about 30 to 40,000 gold profit per vial, and I usually sell once every day or one every 2 days depending on how often I undercut, so that's a pretty nice weekly profit from that. So, oh look, I can make loads actually. If I make a few more flasks of strength, oh no, I keep making these first and then I make a few more strengths. Make a load, because I'm always too lazy when crafting vials, because it takes a bit longer than most crafts obviously, because there's so many materials. But at least if I can make as many as possible now, I think that'll benefit me. Where are we? Another 17 of these, yes please. So here we go, got enough mats to craft 10 Vial of the Sands, which is more than I usually make, but as I say, kind of wanted to just get them made so I don't have to do it again in a while. So it's been a productive session. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's cool. Now we will get making the rest of my things. What have we got? What have we got to make? Where is... oh yeah, shadow oil. Grave moss. I'm pretty sure that's a vendor item, is it? Maybe it's not. Okay, I won't bother with that. Let us craft the rest of the things. Sky Step Potion times 200. Movement speed by 150%. There you go. Often these random potions do sell in stacks of 20, so 200 actually isn't that hard to sell. And if it's making a nice profit, as it is at the moment, then I really can't complain. Alright, so let's do some leatherworking. Just done a ton of alchemy. It actually takes a really long time. It's a bit annoying because I make 200 of a lot of potions. And the profits aren't even that amazing, so it's almost not worth it, but gold is gold. Got to go for it. So right now I'm making all the transmog little pieces, which I haven't made or have sold previously. They actually sell relatively well, surprisingly, considering they're interesting and pretty cheap to make, but the prices are actually pretty good, so can't complain. The gear still selling well, obviously, as it always will. For those of you who don't know, the 7.3 gear, it's only going to be one piece for each crafting profession. So the current dread leather gear is still going to be kind of relevant. I don't know if they're going to upgrade it ever, because it's going to start being worse and worse with when the new raid comes out. Surely in 7.3.5, when the raid comes out, they'll allow this to be upgradable to more high level, because there's only going to be one little piece of gear for each class, each armor type that can be upgraded to 950. The rest is still going to be this gear at 900, so that 900 gear is going to be a bit useless eventually, so hopefully they'll update it, because I have really appreciated how they've been updating the gear this expansion. Okay, that's all that done. Again, I don't have enough bloods, well I don't have any bloods, so I can't make all of these, which is a shame because they're all selling pretty well. And then a few of these I need a bit more items for, either from vendor, which I can't quite be bothered to go to at the moment, or from the auction house, and they're not there for any good price. But that's fine, we'll look back another day and sort it out. But it's time to move on to our final character. Let's get crafting. I have successfully sort of transferred professions. If you remember, I used to have blacksmithing and jewel crafting on this guy, But then I swapped to Inscription on this guy because Inscription doesn't really need bloods and Blacksmithing does. But yeah, lots of the glyphs are making us gold. I'll vendor some of these. But yeah, we got pretty decent profits at the moment. Mystic tomes. These are like stuff that sells kind of slowly, but like even the old shoulder enchant, those greater wings, they still sell. Don't know why, but they do. Obviously the glyphs sell relatively well. Though still, we don't seem to have too many of the super profitable ones. Am I missing something here? We've got only one priest one. We got no paladin ones. How weird, because it was selected on druid here, it wasn't showing up all the glyphs, so I actually didn't buy all the glyphs. But why can't I carry more of those? Can't carry any more of those. What do you mean? Tell me. What am I missing? Oh, I have some down here. Haha. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. I don't have some of the best glyphs at the moment. Very annoying. I have to go do some quests out in the world and go get them. Because lots of them drop from random mobs. And then some of them you buy from like random vendors out in the world. So I need to go complete that list. It's very annoying. Like you should, because I already did all this on my main and then deleted it. I know they have those tomes. You should be able to like transfer the tome to another character. That would make sense, wouldn't it? But they don't seem to like you doing that. It's very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. At least the... Ooh. No, I'm not going to get the inscribed fans. They never sell. No, to be honest, I'm not going to bother with any of those. Tome of Tranquil Minds, though, definitely going to bother with. Create all of those, see what we can get. Finally, I'm on to the last guy. The last profession. Don't know how interesting these videos are. Everyone keeps saying they like the videos where I actually do the crafting myself, so they can see like my whole sort of situation, how I gather, how I, what I choose to craft, etc. A lot of you say that you like that, and that's why my channel might be slightly different to some other gold channels, but I don't know, let me know what you think. I mean, I have to do this, it's really boring for me doing this every week, or every few days even, so if I can do it whilst making a video at the same time, I'm going to have a better time, so I like it. I'm not sure if you guys are going to like it, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Demon Steel. Demon Steel. Glyphs. 2k profit each still from those. Not bad, same with the helm. So, luckily I do have bloods on this guy. Might not have them on anyone else, but at least I have them on this guy. Again, it's just, I think that's why blacksmithing's been such a good profession, this expansion. Because you have to come to High Mountain to do everything, no one can be bothered. So everyone just gives up. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but it may in fact be. I need to make a load of Demon Steel bars as well. Mostly because it is a great way of making profit. It says 15 gold, but I bought them for cheaper than what it says. It's gonna, and I sell them for higher because I sell in high stacks. So it's going to be like 40 gold per, or 8k per stack profit. And people do buy the 200 stacks of these, so Definitely worth it, even though it takes ages to make them all. Lucky this is on my alt account, so I can just do some Mythic Plus or something on my main whilst I'm making Demon Steel bars on this guy. So there we go, just 20 minutes of crafting bars, which I will then sell and also use to make the rest of my gear. And yeah, it's been an interesting video. Sorry if it's too long, but it's got to be done if you want to make that gold. And hope you found some of it useful. Till next time, guys. See ya.